Hey guys, this is Self-Dev, and I'm gonna talk about a general concept that I've been following for quite a while, and it is the concept of being content with your situation and what you have, the person you are now, the people you have in your life, your job, and so on, but at the same time to work on your goals and to improve your situation and the things that I have just talked about. So there are two traps you can fall in that are quite common. You can either be so satisfied and so accepting of your situation you have right now that you don't work on changing it or improving it. Now, this might either be a forced mindset where maybe you have felt like a victim and you feel like nothing you try to change in life actually works, and you finally sit and you give up and you decide to force this acceptance about what you have, what your abilities are, and the amount of things you can achieve in life. Now, that is a really unhealthy mindset, and I would also like to talk about the other end of the spectrum, which is just as unhealthy, um, although it might not be as unhealthy as the first mindset, but that's just my opinion. So the other mindset is to be constantly trying to manipulate life, trying to I guess you could be breaking up with your girlfriend or your boyfriend constantly because they are not enough for you, they are not perfect enough for you, and so you're constantly trying to change aspects of your life because you're not satisfied with what you have. You might not be satisfied with your job or the amount of money you earn, or your family and the way they behave towards you, or politics. You might not be satisfied with who's running the country. No matter who it is, you're constantly unsatisfied with that. So what I'd like you to do is, let's take the example of working in an office. So although that's not something that a lot of people will be satisfied in doing as a life purpose, it might be necessary in order to build up and to eventually work in or even make your own self-employed business. So instead of having that emotional dissatisfaction or depression, you could focus on the future, and you could see that this job is a stepping stone. So it acts as a stepping stone, and you will not be there forever. So you can accept the fact that you're in this job, and you can be grateful that you are in this job and using it as a stepping stone towards your future goals in your career and how much money you want to make. So even though you don't like the job, you can see that you are making money and you are keeping things stable in the present moment. And that is vital, because if you never had that job, it would be much harder to focus or even afford on working on your future career, your future job, or whatever it is. That often requires quite a lot of investment, and also if you never had that job, you would be unemployed. You would have one less survival element on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and the fewer elements you have ticked off on Maslow's hierarchy, the less room you have to think clearly about your life, to work on things that make life more enjoyable. So yeah, it's not always a good thing to be I guess rejecting of things in life that you don't like. So even though you don't like a certain circumstance, you don't have to fully accept it, but accept it just enough to keep you in the right mindset, in the right emotional headspace, so that you can also work on your future. And as I said earlier, you don't want to be so accepting of everything that you won't improve things in life. Now, it is more likely that if you're enlightened, or you're quite close to enlightenment and accepting of most things, that even then you will still want to improve things, but you could be in the unhealthy state of enlightenment where you, even though you know everything is fine, you still seem almost uninterested in changing anything, and I think that's pretty unhealthy mindset to have. So yeah, I've probably repeated myself a bit too much, but yeah, simply put, while you are in circumstances where you are not reaching your full potential, accept that, but also work on your future while you are accepting your current circumstance, and that will hopefully keep you emotionally stable and also emotionally motivated to work on your future. That's all I've got for now. I hope you have an awesome day and an amazing life.